7 things you should never borrow money to do. There are 7 things you should never use a borrowed money to do. People who borrowed money to do these things are bitterly regretting today. Watch this video entirely till the end. This financial advice will help you. Number 1. Don't borrow money to do a wedding. This is becoming rampant in our days. I still don't understand the people who do this. How can you borrow money just to do a big wedding? You borrow money to gather people to eat and go just like that. Some do it for show off. Why show off what you don't have? At the end of the day, you are now indebted. Borrowing money to get married is already a bad sign. Starting your marriage with debt is already a red flag. It is better to shift the event to the time you will be financially stable to get things done. Never borrow money to do an event. Number 2. Don't borrow money to start a new business. Starting a new business can involve a lot of things. Having a good business plan does not mean that your business will excel immediately you start it. Paperwork and reality are not the same. The market involves a lot of dynamics, from increase in goods and services to new governmental policies that can destroy your business to other uncertainties. Starting a new business with a borrowed money is a risk. There's a high chance that your new business might not pick up immediately, thereby making you a debtor. There's a difference between doing business with your money and doing business with a borrowed money. Your creditor might put you under pressure to pay back, and that will frustrate the business too. Number 3. Don't borrow while expecting money to drop. One of the most common financial mistakes many people make is borrowing money because they are expecting some money to drop. Life is full of uncertainties. Don't bring in unexpected money into your budget. Especially when this expected money is a promise from someone, or a deal that is not yet signed, or a customer that is expected to buy goods from you, or a debtor who promised to pay back your money. Never borrow money with unexpected money in mind. Things can change in a twinkle of the eye. The only money you are sure of is the one in your pocket. Before you borrow money from someone, make sure you have 3 options that can pay up that debt. Number 4. Don't borrow money to lend to someone else. Many people in relationships do this a lot. It's okay to be nice and want to sacrifice for others, but there must be limits to it. Don't borrow money to lend to someone else. The person you are lending that money to can disappoint you or may never pay back, and you will have to face the consequences. Sometimes you may have to lose the 2 friendship. Have seen many good friends turn to enemies because of borrowing money. When they come to ask for this money, they were so humble and gentle. They were begging and begging. But now you've given them the money, it's time to pay back, and they are not picking your calls. Some will shout at you and ask you if you are disturbing them just because of the little money you gave them. Meanwhile, this same little money is what they couldn't afford. This is why most people don't like helping their friends. Don't borrow money to lend to someone. Most times it doesn't end well. Number 5. Don't borrow money to pay up a debt. Most people do this, especially when they are under pressure to pay back a debt, or when something is at stake if they don't pay back. Borrowing to pay back a debt is a financial blunder. It is better to sell one of your assets to pay back the loan than to borrow from someone else to pay back, especially when you are not sure of where to get funds to repay this second loan. Number 6. Don't borrow to buy liabilities. In economics, a debt is a liability. Taking a borrowed money to buy things like household furnitures, personal cars, and things that don't bring money is a financial blunder. It is only wise to buy assets that can produce more money to take care of the loan, rather than getting things that takes more money from you. Number 7. Don't borrow money to get luxury things. Luxury is not for broke people. The word luxury means the state of great comfort and extravagant living. Stop faking a luxury life. Stop faking what can be real. If you can't afford it, work harder to get more money. Stop being indebted to people just because you want to show off. Some people even borrow wigs, borrow clothes and expensive shoes from boutiques just to show off and return them. That's a fake life. Live within your means. In summary, avoid loans at all cost. A loan makes you subject to your creditor. A loan is like a shack, it eats up your finances, especially the ones that comes with lots of interest. A loan makes you a prisoner to your creditor. If you want financial freedom, avoid loans. Do you agree with these points? Let us know in the comments section what you've learned in this video. If you are not following me, you may not see me again. Like and follow this page for more amazing contents like this.